Zane Clodfelter with OttersTV here at beautiful Bosse Field, built in 1914, opened in 1915 at a cost of $65,000. When this ballpark was built, there were no lights, the facade was made of white stucco, and home plate was where the pitcher's mound is today. While we love this ballpark that hit its century mark just a couple of years ago, in 2020 and beyond, it'll have a brand new look, but that same Bosse feel. The ballpark is going through some major changes, as you can see, so how about you join me and we'll go inside and see all what's in store for future Otter seasons at Bosse Field. When the ballpark opened in 1915, the scoreboard was manually operated, and as years went on, it continued to be that way. And even in the 1970s and 80s, Evansville baseball fans will remember the late great Marvin Gray, who held that job responsibility. When the manual scoreboard was replaced, the new scoreboard had light bulbs. That would show the numbers, but a problem. One, they would go out, and two, during summer days like this, they'd be hard to see from the grandstand. The new Watchfire video board here at the ballpark measures 36 by 20 with an all-LED display. In addition, the new video board will feature video. It'll have the score line, and it'll allow for additional advertising opportunities for the Evansville Otters. And even better, the video board is designed for both baseball and non-baseball use here at the ballpark. The electrical system here at the ballpark received an upgrade for the first time in 50 years to get Bosse Field back in the 21st century with all of its other counterparts. That includes field lighting, new LED lights, and fans in the grandstand. That will turn on instantly during those hot summer nights in southern Indiana. The original lights here at the ballpark were installed in 1929. Not for a baseball game though, but for a Central Bears football game against visiting Bicknell. The first baseball game played at Bosse Field underneath the lights came in 1931, the final year the Evansville Evas called Bosse Field home. To compare this ballpark to MLB stadiums back in that era, well, how about this? The first night game in Major League Baseball came in 1935 at Crosley Field when the Cincinnati Reds took on the Philadelphia Phillies. Fenway Park is the oldest active professional ballpark still in use. Their first night game wasn't until 1947. And number 2 on that list, right in front of Bosse Field, well, that's of course Wrigley Field. But their first night game didn't come until, well, 1988. The new lights here at Bosse Field are 100% LED, and they shine directly towards their intended target, the field and then the sky for those high fly balls. Before these lights were installed, it would take 5 minutes to power the lights down. And after the fireworks show was over, it would take 15 minutes for them to turn back on. And if you didn't follow those time restraints, well, you would knock out power not only to Bosse Field, but probably the nearby neighborhoods too. When you come to the ballpark in 2020 and beyond, make sure you pay attention after the Evansville Otters hit a home run. These new lights will have fancy new displays, and the outfield lights have additional LED lighting that will beam up. So, with these new bad boys in, flipping the lights, as easy as flipping a switch. After a lot of wear and tear on the roof here at Bosse Field, it's being improved and upgraded, which will help fans stay dry when we get those sudden downpours during the summer here at the ballpark, and it'll help with moisture issues in other parts of the ballpark when it comes to the press box and front offices. The brick wall behind home plate and along the first baseline had become unstable with a growing number of cracks. So, the renovators here at Bosse Field replaced the brick and grout so both the backstop and the wall along the first baseline are stable and secure for years to come. And they even did that with the outer facade by adding new grout and replacing some of the cracks from the wear and tear of 100 years. Now we're here in the Players Lounge at the ballpark, and since this ballpark was built in 1915, the Players Lounge and Clubhouse went without central heating and air. That is, until right now. As renovation projects continue, you'll start seeing these around the ballpark, that central heating and air in the Players Lounge and in the Clubhouse, which Take my word for it, come summertime in Otters baseball in June, July, and August is going to be very, very big and welcomed by the Otters players. The renovations here in 2020 follow the first step in 2019, which was a brand new sound system. Now, fans at all corners of the ballpark will be able to hear the music, the announcements, and enjoy that ballpark atmosphere. The upgrades here at Bosse Field are expected to cost between $4 and $6 million. And it's being funded by a tax for the preservation of historic structures just like this beautiful ballpark. A bond issued by the Evansville Vanderburg School Corporation, which owns this ballpark, allows that money to come in as tax revenues go up. The goal of this project was to modernize the ballpark while keeping that traditional nostalgia that's kept all of us coming back to Bosse Field year after year. The renovations in 2020 is the first major upgrade to this ballpark since 1958, and it'll allow us to enjoy Bosse Field for another 100 years. Fans, we can't wait to see you back out here for your next Evansville Otters game. In the meantime, enjoy this beautiful view.